Hi guys, it's No Face NC Triple Dub Podcast here with me today. As usual, we got Morrison in the building. We got 336 Mike in the building. What's up, bro? We ain't had Mike on the couch in a minute, so this is real dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, y'all done seen him on the page before, so it's not like he's a stranger to you. You done heard the music before. We got
our closing act.
right
Oh God.
closing act, the main event. We got Antoine Scales in the building.
I need everybody to take 5 steps closer. Yeah. I need everybody to take 5 steps closer. Y'all came out here tonight, so we gonna have a motherfucking time tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came out y'all best clothes, looking good. Make some noise if you look good out here tonight. I know I look good, goddamn. Make some noise if you know you look good, goddamn. Okay. The show is picking up something more. So got that. Me and my homies roll up. So got that. Like what is shorty? We got that.
Saturday, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Man, what's good?
Look, we on the couch, bro. I'm feeling good. You feel me?
Yeah.
Y'all got the good vibes in here. You feel me? Good, nice water, nice environment, bro. I'm glad I'm here, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. This is a long time coming.
For sure.
So for me, I first ran into Antoine Scales at the festival. We was doing for the vote. But what was it? The Carolina Days Festival in Greensboro is when I first ran into Scales. And that's when I first seen you performing. I noticed the fit first. I was like, boy, out here, bright colors, totally different. Like, and I'm a bright color wearing ass nigga. So for me personally, I was like, all right, this nigga got a vibe.
For sure.
And the music was unlike anything I had heard, not just from an artist here, but in general.
Appreciate
So
that, bro.
immediately gravitated toward him. Morrison was already tapped in, so it was just like it just kind of meshed real good. And we've been keeping up with bro since, and he's been tapping in with us and just plugging each other in whenever we can. So it's really dope how that one experience turned into a cool relationship.
For sure,
so,
bro. We rolling. Like we family now. Like that is interesting how it all started. Like with the Carolina Days. Shout out to Bron, Forever Jabron.
yeah.
Like he put me on the song for his set. So like coming into it, I was like, okay, like let's show improve, and went into the bright colors. I went into the whole idea of like just all right, man, let's go out here and let's make a mark of ourselves. You feel me? Because that was a great stage. We had Tia Corinne out there, Damani. So that was a fire stage. Ruben Vincent. So definitely want to show improvement. I'm glad we locked in, linked up, and we connected it, and we keeping it rolling, bro. Like that's fire. I'm happy to be here for sure.
You know what's real crazy now that I think about it? I remember I was talking to Morrison and I was like, yo, we've been trying to like link up with you and get you on the pod for a minute. And I remember I was like, yo, I got to make that shit happen because the first interview we did, it was a dope ass interview and the audio was messed up. And I was the interview we did at the Carolina Days Festival. That was my favorite interview, and the audio was all kind of messed up. It was loud and choppy all over the place because everything that was happening. And I was like, dang, bro, like I really regretted that. Like I still go back to that clip and be like, man, I wish that shit worked because it was a dope ass interview. Because only 2 minutes, nice and sweet, and the stuff you had to say was it was cool. So I was like, all right, bro. Bro is locked in. Like he really knows himself, and he's not afraid to try different stuff and to tag into those other things that he likes. You know, certain artists take the influences that are safe for them, the regional influences and stuff like that. So it's just like, you know, I want to be what's part of my environment. So to take the other parts of your environment that aren't the norm and still incorporate them, I think that's really dope.
Oh man, I appreciate it. And this the same. Like I remember that interview. Like I remember, I think we did it after I got off stage.
Yep.
Right and, next to the and the energy was high, and that's how I knew it was gonna lock in because, you know, like when most people approach you, like they be like, bro, we gotta work. But I think we connected on like that instantly,
yeah.
instantly locked in.
Instantly, when I heard that sound, I was like, "Yo,
For sure.
Yeah.
this is different."
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I
this-
think you was the reason we grabbed him so fast.
Yeah.
I
Because
told
you
you
was
Yeah.
on point though. You was
immediately. I was like, "We got to talk to him."
I
I'm like, I don't know
appreciate
who the fuck he is, but we got to talk to this guy.
That's
We
real,
don't
bro.
talk to nobody else. As soon as I heard that sound, but
That's
the first thing that caught my eye is you preparing for your set.
Mm-hmm.
You bringing, I call it the box. I don't know what the hell it's called. I call it the box.
For sure.
Him bringing a box on the stage with his own separate microphone.
Mm-hmm.
What drove you to finding your own sound? Was it like a lack of engineers doing what you were looking for?
It kind of like
Not to put it on
experimentation.
y'all.
Yeah. It's experimentation, like locking myself in a room and like not really coming out into like I can produce something crazy or something that's beyond my artistic measures at the time, and then to take it to the box. You know what I'm saying? Like with that, it was just like I knew I had a sound, and I knew it was a way that I can display it and portray it in the right way. So it was more so like investing in myself and really just
You wanted people to hear the sound.
yeah, I
that you
wanted to
hear.
do it right. I wanted to
You want to
do
hear
it
people
right.
the sound that you hear
For
and,
sure.
and what you portraying when you make that sound.
Yeah, and then like being like a performer and stuff, like previously it felt like I had to dumb down my set. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to like diminish my value or my artistry in ways, but with the box I'm able to stretch measures and experiment and in the performative and to the people like I would do in my room. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just really just like the love of the music. And you know what I'm saying? So and wanting to be the best artist possible. You know what I mean? So
since we on the love of the music, bro. Let's just take it all the way to all the way back.
What drove you to write your first rhyme?
Uh
Write your first piece of music at all?
So I grew up around my older brothers. Like my pops and my mom used to work all the time. So like I used to hang around all my brothers' friends. Like I started like smoking and being outside when I was like 13. So like my way of holding my keep around older people was rapping and joking. So like really like locking into the raps, like because I was always able to freestyle, but like really I took it serious like probably after high school. My homie Dane Lim, he had studio equipment, and you know being a rapper, he was a rapper in high school as well. But after high school, he had like the equipment. I used to text him all the time, like, bro, can I pull up? Can I pull up? Let's make a song. And then one day he just was like, gave that green light, bro. Let's pull up, and like started writing, started really taking it serious, and it grew a lot, bro. Like started doing shows turned to merch turned into videos. So I would say my brothers, like hanging around my brothers' friends to simplify that answer. Like being around older people, having to hold my keep, like rapping, like, all right, that's Twan. Yeah, and spit something, Twan. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come here, battle this person. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. It was like that always. Like, all right, bet I got something next time they come around. I'm gonna do him in. You feel me? At 13 years old, so just the love, bro.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Or like it was basically a niche. The thing that made you stick out amongst the older people, and they'd be like, "Yo, bring him over. I bet you can't rap like him."
No lie. And all the old heads, like my uncles, it became. I remember this one crazy scenario. We did like a family dinner and stuff, and like my older cousin Tyrell, like he was the man at that time. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle was like, "I bet you can't beat Torn." We were rapping outside of Longhorn. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of Longhorn. I'm doing it from my grandma, my aunts, my brothers, and from the reactions that I got from that, it was like, this is fire. And it wasn't even the reaction, it was just the ability to put words together and to make people be like, dang, how you do that? And it grew, bro. Like
that resonance,
resonated,
That's a powerful thing with music too, and that I think every artist that's like trying to make music when you're experimenting and you just because we grew up in the age where like the ability to make it became more accessible for the average person for the first time. You could buy some stuff on the internet, or you knew a cousin or somebody, or you had the equipment at school. You can go in there and take a little hour and it could be the most trash song ever. But that first one,
yeah.
oh, you think that's it.
No lie,
That's
no
the
lie,
one.
no lie.
And you
dog.
have that feeling every time you create, and then it kind of flips after you really get at it. And now it's
Mhm.
like every time you make something you think is trash after you hear it too many times.
Mhm.
But it's like that first little bit, the moment someone else acknowledges it and is like, nah, this is actually good. Yo, the fire that goes off in your brain, bro.
I think it's confidence.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the main components. Like the confidence you get, like it make you feel like you're on top of the world. And I feel like became addicted to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like making the best thing possible. Like it went back into the Carolina days. Like how can I step out here and do the best thing possible?
Yes, it's like coming from our perspective. I made this. I feel like I'm making the best me
Mm-hmm.
that is possible coming out of this track.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just holding myself accountable. You know what I'm saying? My homies hold me accountable too. So like just balance, bro. Like duality in it. Feel me?
Speaking of balance, bro, Morrison just brought up a real interesting point of bringing out the best you when you make your music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Describe what's the best Antoine Scales when you putting out a song, because you have so many different vibes that you tap into,
Mm-hmm.
and they all come with a different degree of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like, what does that look? Because I get so many different things from you, bro. Like I get the like the punk rock side, the more hard rock side, the fusion, the
Mm-hmm.
hip hop. I get there's a lot of fun to your music. Some of
Mm-hmm.
that shit you can tell like you just be playing. Like even to have the confidence to come out in the Ludacris joint
Yeah.
and to have a whole remix to be
Yeah.
able to do that after you performing, do the wardrobe change. I know that shit ain't easy. I'm a theater kid, so I know when you have to. That shit
Yeah.
not easy, and you trying to catch your breath, reset, get into doing all of that, bro.
Sure.
Like, what's Antoine Scales at his absolute best when you encapsulate so many things?
I think that's an interesting question. I think the best Antoine Scales and like music standpoint, like I think is me storytelling, really locking in on the storytelling and the purpose of the why. I think with a lot of the music that I have fun with, it encapsulates an energy where it still gives Antoine Scales, but it's not like the direct superpower. Like I can look at him and I know exactly why.
This is this person. Yeah.
The direct intention. So like I just had this conversation with my homie Demeanor last night. Like being able to do so much and make so many ways of music is almost like a detriment in its sense, because it's like, okay, to a person that don't know, they may not know which way I'm gonna go, but I think like it's like
This is my direct.
yeah,
This is the direction I've always been
you
going.
feel me? Like it's
But then they hear the song and be like, "Oh, this is different than what I
for sure.
than what I expected."
Yeah, so it's like I think to come back to the question, like the best music for me, the best product for me is really telling the story, like talking about my environment, talking about what I endured, talking about like what's really going on. Like not just making a bunch of words that just sound good and make you feel good while you doing whatever you're doing. Like, but really like locking in and having a concept piece that people can resonate with forever. Like I can walk into a room and play this song for this person, this person, this person, this
Like
person.
this invoke
Yeah,
when they hear this song,
for
it
sure.
invokes you to be like, "Yo, we gonna have a discussion
Yeah,
about
for
this."
sure, for sure. So, and that's what I'm on right now. I'm making that right now. Like I'm locked in onto that. Like everything I'm doing right now is more intentional. So like I got a lot of like fun songs that I'm releasing, and they definitely hard. They still me, but my magnum opus is happening right now, where I'm like really locking in on the instrumentation. I'm locking in on making the beats, bringing in more musicians, taking a song and not just that was cool, but really breaking it down. And we're gonna come back. I'm gonna have a guitar player play on this. I'm gonna have a pianist play on this. We're gonna drop this here, and really locking in on that. Yeah.
You read my mind, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. The next question I want to ask you is, when can we get a live album, bro?
Yeah.
as a performing artist, and I've listened to your music. I've used your music in videos and stuff. I done had to sit there and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I done had to use the YouTube downloader a couple times. So I got some Antoine Scales MP3s on the MacBook.
Yeah, for sure. That's real.
So it's like I hear them and then I hear the live versions, and the difference is so incredible because you get two amazing vibes from both.
Mm-hmm.
Like the live version of Have You Ever, when you did the New Year's Eve show at Boxcar, is burned into my brain, bro.
Yeah.
Matt on sax, the whole vibe, the energy you gave, like every time I go back and look at those clips, I'm just like, yo, I just know, like, this is a star. To be able to command the crowd like that and to be able to give them energy, like the amount of energy you give is what got me. Because a lot of artists, they're just up there doing their thing and they just want you to give it to them. I need the reaction so that way I know I'm doing a good job. This nigga's up there like, I'm having fun. I know you're having fun. I know you feel me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Motherfucker is passing the mic around, got people cooking, and like he's getting so many people involved. I've never seen an artist do that to that level. When can we get a live album, bro?
I'm actually working on it right now, man. Like, we in the works. Like, that's the next step. Like, I'm getting through like the portals and like which is like the upbeat music and like the fun stuff, but the live stuff is definitely coming, bro. Like, it's probably the next 2 to 3 projects. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. Like, for real. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that drives me, bro. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah, and while we're on the subject of live, is there anybody you want to shout out? All the instrumental? Well, all the people that play instruments that I seen you with.
For sure.
I seen you with a bunch of them.
Yeah, so shout out to all my guys. Colin James, Darian Jones, Tommy on drums, you know what I'm saying, Matt on sax, my other dog Malcolm. The New Year's show, we had that, my homies Elias. But my main band is like those ones that I just named. But I definitely play with a lot of different people. But I want to shout out everybody that's been a part of the journey. Shout out y'all, you feel me? Because we all play a part in building this, you know what I'm saying? Like, in it, we got individualistic things, but we all contribute to each other's goals. So everybody that's came to the show, bought some merch, listen to a song, shout out them, you feel me? Shout out everybody.
Yeah, man. And y'all heard their names. Make sure y'all go book them, man.
On God,
Don't just listen to the names. Put some money in them
amazing instrumentalists, like truly.
And they ready. They like ready. They
all
can,
the show
the switches that these guys have. That's what be amazing me. Like, it's really crazy. They ready for studio work or live performances, or if you just need somebody playing music in a club, they can get booked for anything right now.
No lie.
Yeah, going to an Antoine Scales show, getting to see him perform live, getting to see the band perform, it's definitely a very unique experience that you're gonna come away with it with something. You're gonna leave impressed.
Yeah, Lil Cuz crowd surfing, didn't he? Solo, shout out to Solo, man.
Yeah, like, for real, like you're gonna feel something and you're gonna leave with an impression. So truly talented group, truly talented man right here. So what can we expect as far as like what's coming up next, like in the immediate future and then beyond that?
Right now I'm definitely got these rage portals. I gotta get this fun stuff out. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get that high energy. Like, I feel like people need that right now. I feel like we need something to uplift us.
It's that season too, especially now. You know, it's a college town. So yeah,
so like pumping out the rage portal next. I definitely got some joints I want to show y'all too. Pumping out the rage portal, then getting into the live album, and then back into that magnum opus project that I was telling you about. That's gonna encapsulate everything. So, but yeah, more definitely live shows. I got some one in Snug Harbor in December in Charlotte, going on tour with my homie Mark Bravo in October. So yeah, we still moving around. You feel me? So, heck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Look, while we here, we got to go ahead and get on some current events real quick.
Oh, I gotta ask him my one question.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Let's we always do that.
Top 5.
Top 5 rappers.
It don't gotta.
Not
It's
of
top
all
music.
five league.
time.
It's
The ones
for
that's
sure,
in
for sure,
your
for sure,
rotation,
for sure.
top five.
It don't even
I
gotta
got
be that.
you.
It's top 5 music. It's
I got you. I
musicians.
got you. I got
Anybody.
you.
Oh yeah, no genre.
I got you.
Yeah, no genre based.
Tupac,
Okay.
Wayne.
Mm.
I gotta put Kid Cudi in there somewhere. These are Tupac
No,
first for
it
sure.
ain't no
but
order.
No
It ain't
order,
no
yeah,
order.
for sure, for sure. I said Kid Cudi. I want to throw in. I would probably. I'm gonna put 3 people in this one spot. It's either Kendrick or Drake or Cole in one spot to occupy one. So that's an alternate one. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then the last one. The last one I'll probably say like it's hard. Real
I'm about to
hard.
say it could be
Yeah,
anybody. Don't
yeah.
gotta be a rapper. Not it could be anybody.
I really do rock with Mike Jack heavy, but I like Biggie. But if I had to throw that last spot, I'll probably on Biggie,
Keep it hip hop.
just because like these are like
Who was the
people I
influence?
used to like look up their lyrics
And learn it.
and
Influence.
write it and
Yeah.
learn flows and even with like Bone Thugs too. Like I used to
Learning
literally,
the cadence.
bro. Like that's how I learned how to rap fast. Like I used to literally like go on a joint back in the day. You had to go online and look in the lyrics. Had to write them joints out. Now say the song the whole joint. You know what I'm
Step into the
saying?
club with my
Armed and
thugs.
dangerous. Ain't too many in back. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint's
I
crazy.
swear that was life for me, man. Just
Busters, you
learning
know
the
me as
lyrics.
a
Yeah, bro.
hustler.
T.I., Bone Thugs,
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
interesting. You can always tell a
Yeah,
rapper's
Twister.
top 5 and a listener's top 5. They're always very different.
Mhm.
Very different.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
That's oh, sorry, I ain't mean to
No,
cut
you
you
good.
off.
You good.
But something that I always say is like the perfect formula, which I say that you have. I done said it multiple occasions.
I
The
appreciate it.
perfect formula for an artist, especially a rap artist, is where you have music that makes everybody move, whether they listening to the words or not. You got a groove to where it's dumbed down enough to where the people that ain't there for intellectual stuff
Mm-hmm.
gets what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and you also are a rapper's rapper
Mm-hmm.
or an artist's artist. I can't even put you in a rapper category.
For sure.
Like you encapsulate all those things. Which hearing your influences now, I see how you got there because most of the people in your top 5 they're great at that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just had to tell you why we got you
I
on the couch.
appreciate that,
Like
bro.
yeah,
That's
he
love.
has the formula.
That's
Anybody
love.
that's
That's
doing
love.
it, that's the formula you looking for. If you want to touch everybody. Now, if you just want to be a hood hero, then do what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie. When we did the lineup and we were discussing it, and I brought the idea, I was like, "Yo, I want Antoine Scales to be the headliner and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And 5 men, we going back and forth about how we want the lineup to be and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And once we decided, and we all came to the we all we did our research. We listening, we doing what we need to do. Everybody comes to the conclusion like, "Nah, this is the nigga. This is it."
For
Like
sure. That's love.
unanimously, this is him. And when I would pass the flyer out and people would ask and stuff, like I'd always be like,
It was
"Bruh,
definitely like two. It was definitely a 2 week conversation, and then we were like, yeah, no.
nah, that was hotly debated because we put bands into that shit. Let's keep it buck. Like we spent
put
money to make that shit
Oh
happen.
yeah. Let's be clear on that. It wasn't the fact of him being the headliner. That was a no brainer. Like
Nigga,
him getting the headline spot.
we
It was about how much more we wanted to dig in our pockets.
Yeah, like because it was for y'all though.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
y'all
it was
did that.
definitely
We
for
haven't
y'all.
since the
It was
event. We
worth
really
every
never
minute.
really talked about it or like bragged on it and shit. But we fed over 75 people. So
I think
Yeah,
it was
fed
more
over
than
75
yeah,
people.
see,
It was-
I've heard
Guest total.
more,
Yeah, it was
Guest
more.
total. I think it was either 91 or 94.
something like that. Yeah, all
That was a
together.
great
So
event.
and definitely. So like I was telling people like, hey man, like if there's one person I'm saying like he is. If you look up, if you want to ask like where's music at like on the high level in Greensboro, like this is it. Like if you're looking at like someone who's like, if you were to take this man's catalog and decide I'm gonna play it against another local artist, I don't care what name he is, who they have, whatever. This is it. Like that's
Yeah.
the comparison that I want. That's the bar that's set. So when I see like you working, when I see Jabron is up there too. I put you and Jabron in the same category.
That's what I was gonna say.
Shout
It's
out
pretty
February
much the
Jabron,
camp.
bro.
Like
Like
literally same
anybody
thing.
that's in that camp, I can say is like the pillar of Greensboro artists.
putting in work. The only thing we lacking on, and that's on all of us, is getting niggas requested on the radio, bro.
Sure.
Like having them actually picking up the phone and making that phone call to be like, hey, I want to hear this because I've heard both of them in rotation. But it's politics of that shit. And locally as a community, we need to make sure we get niggas back on the radio because if we can support a Glorilla and everybody else who has the money to pay to be on the radio, because it's an iHeart radio station. I'm gonna call it out now. The
I'm about to
Rico's
say it's
coming,
coming.
dog.
No
The
lie.
It's
Rico
coming.
coming, dog. So
It's
y'all might as
coming
well
now.
play fair now.
No lie.
Let's support our own, bro. Oh, you ain't heard? You ain't heard?
You ain't
Oh,
heard what happened.
oh, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so allegedly, for the last 48 hours, a lot of streamers, podcasters, radio people, former radio people have been talking about the paperwork has arrived. Rumors have it that it stems from Drake's UMG lawsuit, that the payola scheme is more than just what we thought it was. It's not the 80s and the 90s anymore. It's not just I'm pulling up and I got $500, play my man's record. Allegedly, the labels are paying the payola to make certain artists chart on these radio stations because your radio play weighs way higher than a stream because it costs more to play something on the radio. So the difference between you landing at number 2 organically and then pushing to number 1 might be about $500,000 to $1 million because you need that radio play to offset the streams. You can buy bots for streams. You can spend $50,000 and you can get 1 million streams, nigga. That's worth like XYZ thousand radio plays. So whereas 50,000 might get you to go viral on the TikTok, 500,000 will get you played on the East Coast.
Crazy.
All
Levels.
across the East Coast.
The issue here is that the payola becomes even a heavier crime because the radio stations are taking this money, flipping it, and then paying kickbacks to the labels. So the labels are rinsing their money tax free and getting it back. That's the issue. So when niggas was like, oh, Drake's subpoenaing this person, he's weird, and he's bringing all these people into it. What's he doing all this for? He's picking up the breadcrumbs. Is it petty? Yes, because if there's anybody who benefited from that system more than any artist in the last decade, it's Drake.
Yes.
He got 14 number ones. He's tied with Michael Jackson. Let's be real.
Let's be 100.
How many of those number ones did he really earn?
Probably.
At least half. I ain't taking nothing away from Drake.
I give him about 10.
At least half.
I give him 10.
But there's certain records that came out
that it was just like
where there was other music out that.
Like, let's be real. I'm not gonna go against it, but let's go. Susie Slide should not have been number 1. I'm sorry.
There's just certain things. Certain DJs that are named. iHeartRadio is named in the RICO. DJ Envy specifically by name is in the RICO, and this paperwork is supposed to drop very soon. So niggas is Drake petty? Yes. Is he a liar? Not quite.
Not quite on that.
Not quite.
Era of music. What the fuck are we going through? It's the steroid era of music, bro.
Crazy.
Remember the baseball scandal with Barry Bonds and all them, and all our heroes got torn down?
Now, I think we need that balance though to restore true art.
Yeah, I'm about to say it brings it back to the local level where it was before. That's the reason when you heard music then, because I heard somebody say this. That's the reason when you heard music in the mid to late 90s that you could hear Nas, and then it would go from Nas to UGK, and then it would go from UGK to Outkast, and it would go from Outkast to it went to Mystical. It's like you got to listen to everyone. You did not have to get to just one basis of genre.
And this was the era where they were going to these radio stations and beating them the fuck up if they figured out that somebody was paying for their music to be played.
No lie.
Like, it wasn't no I pay you to play my music going on back then. That was a sign of disrespect. If you got to pay to get your music played, that means it's not good enough. And that's why they consider that the golden era, bro.
The labels play that. That's how they play.
Your talent
always
made
been
you
around
get
there. Man, right now
it started around that time, like towards the end of that time.
And y'all know I'm a big advocate of that. Like, that's what's killing our scene and a lot of other music scenes in local towns. It is money driven. They don't give a damn about your talent. It's who got the biggest bag.
Well, let me ask you,
the biggest push.
Who, as artists, you kind of run across that point of there's two paths that really get taken, but it usually starts with the artist though. When it comes to trying to stand out and stuff, how important is it to create or portray a character or to project your own character versus relying only on your talent, only on the strength of your music in order to get people's attention. Because the way the era is now, focusing on talent probably don't be enough. Because a lot of talented rappers don't have the personality to
Well, no, I
have
mean it's
staying
got to be
power.
both. You got
Yeah,
to
I
think of
think
it like, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm going. You go.
But you got to think, even in sports, like would prime time be prime time if he just was out there doing Deion Sanders and not high stepping it into the end zone or not popping his junk in the camera? He might not have reached the pinnacle that he is now, which is Coach Prime.
Yeah,
You got to have both.
I agree with that too. I think if you not doing both, you shooting yourself in the foot, especially now. Like I feel like you can stand on your truest artistry, but man, we live in an age where it's so much
They want
music
to see. They
popping
want to
out,
see you. They want to know
videos,
you.
TikToks, reels. If you're not doing that, it's like, what is you doing? You need to get out the way, like Juvie said. All that playing around, you doing all that, get the heck up out the way. You feel me? So, like, cause now, bro, you got to be outside, and it used to be talent, but that's not the game no more. So it's like, all right, if you got talent, you gotta. Well, it's a quote. It's like hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah.
So you gotta work hard, and you gotta be talented, and you gotta cut through the fog. And so it's like you gotta diversify how you gonna get to the top. It's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna make this music. I'm gonna put out these TikToks. I'm gonna throw these shows. I'm gonna have this merch. I'm gonna do these interviews. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta diversify this joint now, bro. I gotta edit. I gotta engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much, so much. Throw shows, send emails, call, talk to people, bro. Like it's so much.
Yeah, it is. It is a grind to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Especially independently, bro. When you ain't got nobody and you getting all your bread and financial backing off of charisma and hustle, bro. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different ball game you talking, because now you got to weigh in real life stuff that's happening, bills, and then you got to push this talent. Yeah. So it's like, bro, like you got to do both.
And that's the point that I was speaking to, because the point I'm speaking to is like, how many platforms is it for an artist to be on where they don't have to put money in to perform their songs? Which, like you just said, how much money does it cost to be an artist? As it is, you could spend anywhere between $60 to $200 to have one song recorded and engineered properly.
And then I think if you spend that 60 to 200 and that's all you got, you've got to utilize free promotion. You got to be on Instagram all the time. You got to be on TikTok all the time. And I feel like there's very much ways now to get there, but virality is a
Slight
slippery
part
slope.
of it.
It's a slippery
it's
slope.
Slightly part of it now, but you don't really need to just be so cautious on the viral hit.
For me, like I always focus on building brick by brick. I don't want to just put a roof on top of one pillar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I diversify myself to, like, if I go viral right now, I got a whole platform of stuff I can do this way, this way, this way, catalog this way. This the story we gonna push. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a new artist that's jumping out and don't necessarily know how to go about it, it's like, create your superpower, create your energy so well that if you go viral just off of this one song, your energy can carry on to the next point. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be able to navigate because you know who you are. You know what your powers are. You feel me? Like you intentional with it.
You know, it's interesting because I noticed a trend though, is that these days the artists that are going viral, and I'm not sure if I have a theory about it, but I guess I'll get to that. But a lot of the artists that go viral, they're not artists that are being discovered. They're just going viral. For their moment is going viral.
Yeah.
So I find it interesting that, you know, back in the day when you discovered an artist, if you discovered an R&B singer, you'll find out, well, she sang backup for this person. He wrote for this person. She sang for that person. They have a trail of, I've been in the industry, but I've been in the background. And I was wondering in my head, like, is this happening because the labels are like, let me just pick this young person who don't know shit? They got 2 songs out. They recorded the first one in the closet. The other one they recorded at so-and-so studio. They signed a deal with so-and-so. We finna bump them out of it. We're gonna put him on top, get Shorty some plastic surgery, and it'll get Buddy T fixed XYZ, and then Buddy is 19, 20 popping for a year. Or is it just I'm trying to like, why does that happen when there's established artists? There's artists who also have moments, and you can check, and it's like, oh, well, this nigga been putting out music and videos and stuff for 10 years. Like, yeah, the highest one got 15,000 views, but his music is dope. Why can't I invest in that individual and bring out their potential versus this one person who's like, okay, they're gonna be hot for a moment, and I might be able to get some money off of them long term, but I know I'm gonna get money right now.
I think numbers, and like internet that plays into that.
Yeah,
because like a lot of investments they base it off of numbers, but you know what I'm saying. To the person that's behind the scenes working like a let's say like a Quentin Miller or somebody, you feel me? Like he knows what he can do. Like he's in a good position, but he's not gonna get that recognition. So people can go for the numbers or the virality first, which is kind of sick to me because I look at it like, bro, you should lock in on the person that really got it. You know what I'm saying? So I think just go back to what I was saying. Like I don't think anybody should chase virality. I think you should chase building yourself, building what you got going on, like your artistry, and then like the virality comes. You feel me? And I don't mean I think that's a segue, but I feel like that was on point.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's the formula, man. You do it like you love it, and everything else will come.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just found it interesting. I'm just like, man, like it just like I said to me personally, it just seems predatory. It just seems like let me go ahead and get a quick buck off of this person, and if it works, it works. If it don't,
And that's it.
It's really not a high risk for me because the label gonna recoup whatever in the first year of them being out. We gonna stick them on so and so tour opening up, and they gonna get their little bit of money. They gonna trick it off or get locked up, and we get their first album sale, which is probably gonna be the best album because this is their moment album. Might be the only moment they have, and after that they fizzle out. Like where the fuck is Nardo Wick?
I will say a lot of like labels and stuff like they kind of go for the virality because they want somebody that don't necessarily know what they doing because they can recoup more money. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I feel like back in the day they would go for somebody that got their own stuff. You feel me? That he been vetted. He done did X amount of stuff in the game. All right, he's a safer bet. But now it's like it's all like financial based, and it's like
Like if we can get the quick buck off of him, bro,
we can take this bread and he 19, he probably crash out, fizzle out in about 2 years. Yeah, we can get X amount of dollars. All right, cool. Versus somebody that's like, all right, bro already got his community behind him. Bro already doing X amount of tickets at each show. How much money can we make off of him to where he don't want too much money back? You feel me? So it's like a person like me, I'm weighing heavy on the independency and building it because if you can sell 100 tickets at X amount of dollars, you just made, you know what I'm saying? And then you flipping merch, and then you doing it because like as artists, son, bro, we don't make no bread unless it's like shows, endorsements, merch. Sometimes you feel me, but if you got like a label deal, they recouping all that. You feel me? Yeah. They recouping all that, and you can't do nothing until they do. You feel me? So.
Like most of your money they spending the movie around the house. They spending all your bread to get you the hotels.
And they booking studio time for you.
Yep. That's your money they're booking the studio time.
You going in there to fall asleep and get high.
But a lot of people when you're 19, when you're 18,
not knowing what you're doing,
you
man.
don't know. You know what I mean? You just, especially when you came from Section 8, you feel me? Like,
that's facts.
So it's a wicked game, but that's why, like, I push to every artist, bro. Lock in on yourself, build yourself, push your own shows, come out with merch, and the right path gonna find you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm gonna wait. Nigga, I ain't waiting. We going crazy. Wow. It looks like it's like a duck underwater. Feet always paddling, but you know what I'm saying? Like
on the surface, it looks like I'm smooth. Yeah,
man. Real quick, one last thing we're gonna touch on, man, and we're gonna close out. We're making perfect timing. So the young thug situation. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with it or not, but
I know Glow clapped his ass.
Boy,
Yeah,
that joint,
boy,
boy, that
this
joint
is
had me
vicious.
Shout out to
geek,
Glow,
boy.
Now
bro.
she hit him with the looking boy too.
Vicious.
My daughter love
Jamaican
you, girl.
Vegeta,
Come on
boy.
the couch.
No
Glow
lie.
Rilla, come sit down, talk to.
That joint had me geek, boy.
So we all pretty familiar with it. For the audience, real quick, I'll catch you up. Got out of jail. A lot of his jail cards are being leaked. More than likely, they're being leaked by the state government in Georgia. Cool. In these jail calls,
Fanny.
he's been heard talking about several individuals in the industry. Some of them are artists, some of them are record executives, et cetera, et cetera. And he has had some unflattering words for people that you would assume he was okay with. He had good relationships with. So, oh, and he was ratting
That's
for
confirmed.
like
They
two,
confirmed it.
2 hours of video of him just talking, just telling for no reason, unsolicited telling.
Damn.
So it begs me the question: do you think there's going to be this? Do you think this will start to turn away from the reliance on the street image for the younger generation?
I would hope so. I feel like rap needs a breath of fresh air, bro. It's been a lot of fake. It's been a lot of like smoke and mirrors. I feel like not to chastise Young Thug or anybody, but I feel like we need pivotal moments like such to reinforce the real art, the real human experience, to really put the power back into art. Because at one point it was a narration of what we experienced. You feel me? So now it's like we need that, bro. We need more real people. We need more truth. We need more authenticity. I'm happy what's going on with the labels. I'm happy with like everything coming to light. We need that, bro, because it's too much going on, and like as a people, bro, that a lot of people don't know and don't see what's going on. So as an artist, it's like, all right, bro, this is our time to really paint them masterpieces. You feel me?
Man, definitely. There's definitely a lot of backdoor stuff in the music industry getting revealed right now, as far as artists' images, as far as how the money gets spent and the way the plays are bought. Like, it's definitely showing the darker side, or the more money, the more business side of the industry that we, because we tapped in, we know it exists. But this is the first time we've seen it on paper. Like, nah, this shit is real.
It's just getting crazy, bro. Like we the only ones getting murked. Like country artists ain't getting murked on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, bro, like we buying too much into it when we don't have to, bro. We can stand up for it and put power back into it, bro. It don't have to be some just coming up real quick and getting high and fucking off millions of dollars, bro. You can really put back into your community. You can really build some people up. You can really come back and put more money in the artists. Like it's so much, bro. Like, and not me as an artist and as a person, like that's the type of moves I be on. So like anything that's on that vibe, let's do it. You feel me? So
Facts. Man, this has been a super, super dope interview, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
sure. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
I appreciate
that.
you coming.
Of course, my dogs. Yes, sir.
No Face NC Triple Dub Podcast. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was just gonna tell him I ain't forgot, man. I just been working like fuck, fishing. But we definitely got to get in the booth and get to some music, man.
For sure.
I gotta get in the booth.
Let's get working. Yeah, for sure.
Anytime.
Like I know more son already been working.
Yeah.
That's a workaholic.
Yeah.
That's, if there's one thing this nigga gonna do, he gonna make the time to record. He's gonna find the time to record.
No lie. Anytime y'all ready.
And while we on the subject of music, man, I got Walk Jizzle pushing me, Yosin pushing me, Cola's pushing me. So be on the lookout for that next FTF collab album, man. We're gonna get it done.
Yes, sir.
It's time to get back to work that way.
I'm just gonna tell you.
They said we like the media thing, nigga, but what about these tracks?
No lie. I feel it. Yeah.
I'm about to say everything I got. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm burning shit.
Well,
Man.
coming out smoking.
Fire, yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Forever Jabron too, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Progress.
We got some shit coming out
Shout
too.
out to Time, bro.
Shout out to Time.
Time's album is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Let me let you know, and it's no disrespect to no local rappers, no rappers in general, because I think Time is better than a lot of niggas that's not just from North Carolina. this nigga album is crazy.
Crazy.
Gotta hear.
Not
So,
crazy.
Like if you're a hip hop fan, if you really like rap, it's
From a
crazy. If you
pure
like
hip-hop
R&B
standpoint, yeah.
vibes too, because he got the
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
Nah, we can't say nothing
Yeah,
about
All
that.
I can say is it's crazy and it's
Literally.
perfect fucking timing. This is his.
Crazy.
It's like the time of music is lining up with the music that time does. No pun intended.
Literally, he is like I said, chef's kiss, bro. Shout out to my brother, yo.
Right on time.
Yeah, shout out to Roger Benzo. I'm still begging him for a project too. So we just gonna I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that he gets to drop it. I have the whole thing. Y'all just don't. It makes no sense. Anyways, No Face NC.
Yes, sir.
More Son 336 Mike, Antoine Scales.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me.
And we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is.